திவிஷா? திவிஷா?
குட் மார்னிங். குட் மார்னிங் மேம்.
குட் மார்னிங் கண்ணு. அதாவது பேசுங்க ஏதாச்சுன்னு அது கம்பேரிங் பண்ணுங்க. கிளியரா கேக்குதான்னு பார்க்கலாம்.
குட் மார்னிங் எவ்ரிவன்.
ஓகே, ஓகே. கேக்குது கண்ணு, கேக்குது. ஓகே.
ஓகே மேம்.
ம்.
Good morning, all. The session is about to start. A pleasant morning to all. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the International One Week Faculty Development Program on Deep Learning Techniques for Social Media Analytics, jointly organized by the Department of Computer Applications, Kongu Engineering College, Perandurai, Tamil Nadu, in association with the College of Computing and Information Sciences, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, IBRI, Oman. This program promises to be an enriching experience, bringing together esteemed faculty and researchers from around the globe to delve into the latest advancements in this dynamic field. We extend our warmest greetings to our esteemed resource persons, dedicated organizing team, distinguished faculties, and researchers. Welcome, where every arrival brings new beginnings and every departure carries cherished memories. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the faculty members joining us today. Thank you for taking the time to invest in your professional development. Today's session is designed to focus on mining and analyzing YouTube data using natural language processing techniques. We have a fantastic speaker lined up who will be sharing invaluable insights with us. Without further delay, let me introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. S. Malliga ma'am, who graces us with her presence today. We welcome you, ma'am. She is a true luminary in the field of computer science and engineering, serving as the head of the department at Kongu Engineering College, Tamil Nadu, India. With an illustrious career spanning 28 years, she brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our virtual podium, specializing in cutting edge domains such as networks, network security, Internet of Things, machine learning, and deep learning. She has been at the forefront of technological innovation, shaping the minds of future engineers and researchers. She has a prolific publication record with 77 papers published in esteemed journals and 70 papers presented at conferences worldwide. She is also an author, having penned a notable book on problem solving and programming in 2019. Today, as we have the privilege of benefiting from her expertise, I encourage each of you to actively engage, ask questions, and absorb the wealth of knowledge that will undoubtedly be shared with us. Now, I request Malika ma'am to take over the session.
Yeah, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Audible. Once again, good morning and thanks for your introduction. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, just a minute. So you can see my screen, I hope. Okay. Good morning once again. It's my pleasure to share my knowledge and little bit expertise on the topic how to scrap YouTube comments using some natural language processing techniques. Dear participants, hope you had great learning in the past 4 days. I hope this session too would help you to learn a little. If you have any question in between, you can stop me and you can ask me. Is my first screen visible? Introduction screen?
Ma'am, the slide is in the we have on the 11th slide, ma'am.
Right. Okay, okay. That is why I have a problem here. Just let me just check. I'll share it again. You are muted because a lot of people are on this call. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us get into the topic. So, what I am going to speak today is how to scrap comments from YouTube videos and how to carry out or how to analyze those commands to perform some using some natural language processing, how to analyze those commands. So what I have planned in two parts. So first part, let us see what are the basics of scrapping, why do we scrap, and what are the uses and benefits and challenges. And later part we will see how to scrap. We'll take some example YouTube videos, and we'll scrap the comments, and we will see how to perform one task called sentiment analysis. So this is what I have planned. Now let me move on. So these are the, as I told you, these are the things I am going to cover. Is my slide moving?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am,
No,
it's not
not
moving.
moving. Yeah, I couldn't see. I've connected in one more device, but it is not moving. I don't know why it is. Payangudi ma'am, is there any problem?
No,
Ma'am, maybe you can
ma'am.
disconnect and join again.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'll leave and join again.
Now it's okay, ma'am.
Malliga ma'am, now it is moving, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, it's now you could see. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So as I told you, first we will move on to the basic things of what is scrapping, why do we scrap, and so on. So as you all know, scrapping involves usage of some automated tools or scripts to collect information from web pages. Maybe this information we will get in the structure format such as HTML, XML, or Java script object notation, that is JSON format. Generally, web scraping is used to collect various types of data, including text, images, links, etc. A wide range of scrapping techniques and tools are as of now available. Say, for example, the simple mechanism is just copy paste, but copy paste is not suitable when we have huge volume of data, which will increase the complexity. But when we have huge volume of data, we can go for some automation tools, or we can go with HTML parsing or APIs, or some programming using Python, etc. Okay, so why should we scrap YouTube data? There are huge volume of public data and traffic on YouTube. So we know, we ourselves know how we use YouTube data. So YouTube unlocks various, or it provides various research opportunities for business individuals, not only in technically and also in non-technical any aspects. We have used so many YouTube videos to get to know the informations. So web scraping is the method for extracting data from publicly available social medias, like Instagram or Facebook or anything, Twitter. But this session we have taken only YouTube, because already we have in the past 4 days, I hope you have learned how to scrap from Twitter or from Instagram and so on. So this session we will be focusing exclusively on how to extract YouTube video commands. Okay, so from the YouTube video commands, we can extract video details, not data, I mean commands or channel information, search results, etc. So generally, this YouTube video creators utilize NLP techniques to optimize their video titles, tags, or descriptions to provide better visibility and to engage the audience to a greater extent. So coming to the role of NLP in YouTube content analysis is, see, generally NLP techniques can be used to analyze textual content, not only from from YouTube video, can be from any textual content, but this session we focus on textual content from the YouTube videos. Now, like we not only videos, including, as I told you, it is descriptions, subtitles, titles, etc. So this kind of analysis help us understand the main theme of the video that is covered in the video. And so the NLP techniques enhances the understanding, categorization, and accessibility of the video content, so that the creators, researchers, or users and platform administrators can get valuable insights about the audience preferences, content trends, which kind of video are becoming or trend in these days, and engagement of viewer, etc. So what are the uses of web scraping? So there are several uses of web scraping. I have listed a few. So in machine learning, as you all know, it is a process of inducing intelligence, in which the machine is allowed to learn and improve its knowledge or experience, instead of every time it is being programmed. So for training such a model, we need huge amount of data from collected from millions of websites. So in such case, we cannot manually scrap the commands. So we can go for web scraping, or with the help of any tool, we can scrap the contents from the video, and we can create data for training the ML models. And coming to social media analysis, it is used to extract the information and data from social media sites, to analyze or to understand what are the customer trends, what is the current trend, and what would be in future, and so on. So on, how the users or how the customers react. So those media, social media analysis can be performed. To perform such kind of analysis, we need to scrap the data. And coming to social, financial data analysis, it is used to, web scrapping can, you can keep a record of stock market, for example, in any format, so that you can understand what is the current trend, what would be after, maybe what would be on today, or what would be after 1 week. And so such a kind of analysis we can perform. And search engine optimization is another benefit of scrapping. It's an optimization. SEO is an optimization of ranking a website. Okay, how a website can be ranked. Suppose when we search for a particular content in Google, there are few links which are always coming, or which are always popping up at the top. So this is what ranking. So how do we rank the website? Using different, among the different search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. So web scraping is used, or web scraping runs behind this, to understand how the particular websites or rank contents in a particular websites are ranked. Then coming to market research, generally companies use web scraping to gather the data about their competitors. What is the current trend? What about the price, review of the products, or what about the customer opinion about the product, from many e-commerce websites, from social media platforms, forums, etc. So this kind of information helps the business or organization, or like companies, to make decision and stay ahead in the competitive world. So this is another benefit. And coming to real estate monitoring, where the agents, or where the investors or real estate owners, they use web scraping to track the properties, listing of properties, prices, price of the property, or rent, what are the houses available for renting, price, rental prices, what is the trend going on in housing, what's the pattern or trend, what about the nearwood ambience, and tomography about the location of the real estate sites, etc. So such kind of information they can collect from the, that they can collect from social media using web scraping. So this help them to identify proper or appropriate investment, and make decision properly. And coming to job market analysis, which is very which is very useful nowadays. Job seekers and even companies, I mean recruiters, can use web scraping to gather information about the our job opportunities or job postings, I mean packages, job descriptions, and hiring trends. What kind of like technology, or what kind of knowledge, the framework is currently in the trend, in the company's trend, and hiring trends from the job companies, career websites, professional networks, etc. So this helps job seekers to find suitable, they can understand where the suitable, where the opportunities available for the knowledge what they have, that is suitable, which can suit to them. So such kind of, and recruiters can also identify proper employees for their concerns. So these are a few benefits of using web scraping, or for the purpose for what web scraping is used. But we have a huge list. I have not listed all. There are few I have listed. Next, coming to scrapping techniques. So we have many scrapping techniques. Generally, they are classified into manual and automatic. Under manual, as I told you earlier, copy paste. It's the simplest mechanism. Just copy paste information from the website, so that you can analyze it later. But this is very tedious. This could be possible if we have very limited amount of data. But generally, the social media, the volume of data is very huge. We cannot do copy paste. But even though this copy paste is tedious, it's challenging, it is time taking, and it is an effective way to scrap the data from the sites where anti-scrapping softwares have been implemented. So, for in some sites, to prevent web scrapping, anti-scrapping softwares have been they would have integrated anti-scrapping software into the website, so that we cannot scrap any data. Such kind of websites, from such kind of websites we can copy paste. So that is, in such kind of websites, only possible mechanism is to copy and paste. We cannot implement any, or we cannot use any web scraping software to gather the information. Then coming to automated scrapping technique or extraction techniques, we have HTML parsing, DOM parsing, there is document object model, web scraping tools, and that. I'll tell you a few information about, I'll share few information about these techniques. HTML parsing, which means, as you all know, parsing, like you would have come across what is parsing. So parsing is to it's to take a sentence. For example, in compile design we used to parse, that is, we will take a sentence and we will convert it into a way such that it is understandable. So parsing means making something understandable so that we can analyze it part by part, or word by word, etc. So it means to convert the information in one form to another form so that it is easier to work with. Okay, so HTML parsing means, you have to take the code. Okay, you have to take the code from the website, HTML code, and extract the relevant information from it based on the like what type of content it is spoken in that particular, or what type of contents are discussed in the particular website, so you can extract it. So we can use JavaScript. Usually JavaScript or any other front-end tools would have used for developing the website. So this is mainly, and we can use some JavaScript code to extract information from HTML pages. So this is HTML parsing. And DOM parsing is, it's a document object model. It was actually, it is this kind of parsing is recommended by Worldwide WWW Consortium. Actually, it provides an interface that enables us to modify and update the style, structure, content of XML document. So this is also commonly used. And coming to web scraping software, there are many web scraping tools are available nowadays. Whether we can use it or we can custom build our own web scraping software based on our need to extract the information required from huge number of websites. So now let me get into web scraping tools. So because this HTML parsing and DOM parsing can be used, but they can be used only to extract from the web pages. But contents like YouTube contents or any video, audio, then it is better to use some web scraping tool. So few of the web scraping tools I have listed. So these tools are specially developed for extracting data from web or from internet. So they can be used by anyone to collect information from the websites, and these tools provide structured data extraction, like they'll be giving the information in a standard format, like what to say, JSON, or as I told you, HTML, etc. So these are the web scraping tool commonly available: Bright Data, Import.io, Webhost, Texi.io, or Scrapping HU. So these are the scrapping techniques we have, but some of them are available free, some of them are available for as trial versions. But it would be better if we design or if we define our own web scrapping tool. So coming to the challenges, what are the challenges in scrapping from the web? The first and foremost is the legal issues, legal and ethical issues. So most of the the like web owners or websites, they don't want their information to be scrapped. So that is most important. Like there will be, if the sites are protected, or if the sites prevent web scrapping, and if we try to scrap such kind of website, then we may need to face some legal issues. So besides the legality of web scrapping, there are many other problems. Say for example, the first one is web changes in web structures, because every the websites are not generally static. Maybe historical websites or old websites, they may remain static, but recent days websites are continuously being updated. So every website is every website is getting updated in terms of user interface, so that they can attract and provide better user experience to the users. So whenever there is a change in the structure of a web, then there will be structural changes also. So but when we design web scrapers, uh, as the web scrapers are set according to the elements of the website at that time. Suppose if you want to scrap a website, if the particular website uses some structure of elements in HTML, then we may program based on the present structure of the website. Suppose if the website is changed later, then the web scraper may not be able to work. So uh, we require to change the web scraping also whenever there is a change in the web structure. So that the correct informations can be fetched or extracted from the website. So we require to change the like scrapper to target the correct website for data scrapping, because incomplete information regarding the web structure will lead to improper extraction of information, which may be obsolete or outdated information and may not be useful. So that is one major challenge. And another is data warehousing is also one which I have not listed. But data warehousing is actually, it is warehousing is where you will be extract large volume of information, you will store them. Suppose if the data warehousing structure, like we know star schema and many schema methods are there. So suppose if there is a change, suppose if the infrastructure, the data warehousing structure is not properly designed, then scrapping from the website, storing and exporting this data will be a challenging task. So for large scale of extraction, you need to define a perfect data warehousing system, like snowflake schema or star schema, whatever it is. Those such kind of schemas have been designed properly. And coming to anti-scrapping tools, now there are many sites which have employed anti-scrapping technology, which will prevent any scrapping from the website. So when somebody tries to attempt to scrap from the websites where anti-scrapping tools are there, then it will create some legal issues also. Okay, so such kind of websites apply dynamic algorithm to prevent any intervention and use IP blocking mechanism also. So such kind of website will block the IP. Then we cannot even browse such kind of websites once we attempt to scrap from such websites. So this requires lot of time, and you have to invest a lot to work around. You have to find a method to loop around this anti-scrapping technique, so that you can extract information from such kind of website. That is another issues. And next is quality of data extracted. So sometimes even if we extract information from the social media platform, so sometimes these extracted information may not meet the quality. Okay, the quality of information, what quality we expect, that may not be met out, which will affect the overall integrity of the data. So we cannot believe the data. So we have to make sure that the scrapped information like adheres to the quality guidelines. Quality. So but it is a very difficult task. It is to be done in real time only. Then coming to legal and ethical issues, as I told you, the scrapping activities, you have to adhere with the terms and conditions provided by the website, copyright laws, data protection regulations, etc., and also other legal considerations. So unauthorized scrapping or use of scrapped data, even scrapping or after scrapping using such those scrapped data will lead to legal consequences. Even it leads to filing cases or penalties, etc. And another thing is, another challenge is when we scrap, we need intensive resources. So, any, somebody else, anybody wants to clarify anything? You have unmuted your mic. Yes? No? Okay. Then resource intensive, as I said, web scraping requires a huge amount of resources such as bandwidth, because we want to scrap information from social media where there are huge volume of data, so you require huge bandwidth and server resources and processing power when we want to scrap a huge volume of data, or when we access multiple websites simultaneously. So we need huge volume of data. So like suppose when we want to scale, say I suppose assume that you have scrapped, initially you have planned to scrap 10 websites, but later on you want to scale it to 100 websites, then you require a dedicated infrastructure to carry out such huge mass scale web scraping, and optimization technique to manage the resources effectively. But despite these challenges, this web scraping remains a useful tool for collecting information from the web. So we have to use it responsibly, ethically, with proper consideration of technical and ethical and legal consideration. Okay. So coming to, so as I told you, there are huge volume of, huge number of scrapping tools available. But what I feel is, instead of using, because such kind of tools have been designed to uh, extract like some common informations, etc. What I feel is, it is better if we define or design our own scrapping tool to extract information. So we have Python, a popular programming language. Using this Python, you can extract information from the social media. Because the reason why we use Python is, Python has a huge collection of libraries which were especially created for web scrapping. Few two have listed: Scrappy and Beautiful Soup. Scrappy is a popular, it's a open source web crawling framework that is written in Python. Okay, it is suitable for web scrapping and also for extracting data using APIs. Then Beautiful Soup is another Python library which is highly suitable for web scrapping. Actually, it creates a parse tree which can be used to extract data from HTML on a website. So it has multiple features such as navigation, searching, modifying the parsed tree, etc. So, but I have not used these two. I've created my own scrapping program, and I'll explain it shortly. Okay, so what are the now let us move on to the topic. How do we scrap from YouTube videos? So from you all have seen many YouTube videos for many purposes. So they have the YouTube videos will have both audios and videos. What I have done is, I have gathered the data, I mean audio, the text audio information, which is converted into text, and these texts will be analyzed to carry out certain sentimental analysis. So scrapping YouTube videos involves extracting data from YouTube platform, including information such as video titles, descriptions, view counts, what likes, dislikes, share, comments, etc. So this extracted information can be used to gather insights. You can carry out certain performance and you can carry out certain analysis, and you can build a new applications based on the YouTube data also. Okay, so to scrap from YouTube videos, first you should understand YouTube terms and services. So before scrapping, it is important to review and see or understand the terms of services and guidelines for video or web information scrapping and usage. So why if we violate the terms and condition, which may result in legal consequences, sometimes your account may also be suspended or terminated too. So that is first point. Second point is, these are some of the points we have to keep it in mind when we scrap from YouTube videos. And second thing is, you have to choose an appropriate scrapping method. So there are several methods for scrapping comments from YouTube video, like usage of YouTube's API, or web scraping with libraries like Beautiful Soup and Scrappy, as I told you earlier. Or we can even use some third party scrapping tools, just now listed, no, such kind of YouTube tools, I mean, scrapping tools can also be used. So each method has its own advantages and disadvantages. That may depend on the amount of data we are extracting and how often we scrap and what are the features we scrap. Based on that, each one has different advantage and disadvantage.
They conducted club activity. Why you did not conduct academy? When they conducted club activity, why you not conducted club?
Somebody has interrupted. Do you want to ask me anything? No. Okay. Then while accessing YouTube, what I have used is, I'm going to use the first method, that is YouTube API I'm going to use. So you access while using YouTube API to extract information. We have certain benefits. Say the such YouTube API allows us to access and retrieve various types of data such as video and its metadata, statistics, comments, likes, shares, etc. So for using this API, we have to use API keys. I'll show through demo how to use YouTube API to scrap YouTube content. Then while using this YouTube API, we have to consider what are the different parameters for querying and retrieving the specific types of data. For example, we can use videos.endlist endpoint to retrieve the information about this specific video, like how do we use that particular link, or we can use search dot list endpoint to search for videos based on the keys, etc. I'll show it during the demo. So while scrap, you can have certain considerations, like you have to consider rate limits, how fast, quota usage, API usage policies, etc. So generally, YouTube API has usage limits and quotas to prevent abuse. To avoid you abusage, there is a quota limitation. So we have to adhere to these limitations, and you have to implement proper error handling mechanism also. So the next point is data parsing and analysis. So once we have retrieved YouTube data from video, we can convert it into any form such as a CSV file or JSON file or Excel file, etc. Etc. And using that, we can extract relevant information. So we can analyze this data to get insights, such as what is trending topics, who are the popular creators, audience engagements, metrics analysis, sentiment analysis, etc. Then once we have performed parsing and analysis, we can go for data storage and visualization. So data storage, after having scrapped the data, you can store them in any structure format such as CSV or Excel, or like JSON, etc., for further analysis. And also we can use certain visualization tool like Matplotlib, Seaborn, or Tableau to create charts, graphs, dashboards, etc., so that we can provide different kinds of reports and presentations. So this is what the various things which we can look into when we scrap YouTube video comments. So now let me move on to the demo. So for scrapping YouTube video comments, what are the steps can be performed? So I've listed few steps. So by following these steps, we can effectively scrap the YouTube video comments for further analysis, research, and building any kind of applications. So first step is data collection. So we have to gather YouTube video comments either through, as I told you, it can be done through YouTube APIs, or using some web scraping tool, or using Python libraries like Beautiful Soup or Scrapy. Then using these tools, we can collect the data such as video metadata, titles, description, tags, comments, subtitles, etc. Then we have to perform certain pre-processing. The reason is the collected data may not be directly used for developing or building any model. So we have to we have to perform certain pre-processing, because you people know, when we gather, or when we develop a few when we develop a ML or deep learning model, after collecting the data, we need to perform pre-processing, like removal of emojis, or removal of unwanted characters, or data augmentation. So we perform some pre-processing that needs to be performed here, so that we can remove noise, some HTML tags which are not needed, punctuation, stop words, or special characters, emojis, then such removal of some information, removal of some characters which don't bear any meaning to the particular comment or text. So then once you have removed unwanted characters or punctuation, stop word, etc., then we can do certain pre-processing step like tokenization, lemmatization, lower casing, upper case, like whatever, not upper casing, lower casing, tokenization, etc., we can perform as pre-processing, so that we will prepare the data ready for developing model. Then third step is a feature extraction. So here we have to extract relevant features from the pre-processed text. So to extract features, there are many pre-processing or feature extraction techniques, such as count vectorizer, or TF-IDF, word embedding techniques such as word to vec, glow, and fast text, etc. Or recently we have this contextual embedding techniques such as GPT, BERT, etc., can be used. So using we can extract the features from the pre-processed text. Once we have extracted the text, then we can perform any kind of analysis, such as topic modeling or sentiment analysis, named entity recognition, summarization, language translation, and many more. I have listed few, five, five tasks, but there are huge tasks. So I'll slightly touch upon what each is. Topic modeling means like it is to identify the topics in the video content. Suppose you are watching a video, and you can do a topic modeling to find what type latent topics, what kind of video it is, what latent topics are present in the video content. So this kind of analysis help to categorize the video, and you can see what are the common themes present in. Suppose you can take 1,000 videos, and you can categorize the 1,000 videos based on particular topic, and what are the common features, etc. Such kind of analysis can be performed in topic modeling. And sentiment analysis, I hope almost all of you are familiar with this. So you can perform sentiment analysis on the commands or from the collected from the video to classify the sentiment. Like for example, whether the class sentiment, whether the text is positive, neutral or negative, expressed by the viewers or customers. Say for example, like most of you would have noticed, for product or for movie or for book, you can find reviews in like in many social media websites, like Twitter, or even in the e-commerce websites that, such as Amazon, where the users will be expressing the comments: this product is good, this product is excellent, or this product is of no use, it's merely waste. So such kinds of commands we could see for a product. For this, commands can be classified into positive, neutral or negative comments. So such kind of analysis help further customers to understand the ratings, or to understand the quality of the product. So that is sentiment analysis. And named entity recognition is, this is used to identify and classify named entities. For example, if you are watching a video, like named entities in the video may include a particular people, about particular people, or about a particular product, or it may be, the video may be about a particular organizations. So named entity, the product, the video is speaking about this person, or the video is talking about this particular organization. So this is what we call named entity recognition. So this kind of extraction, I mean extraction from such such kind of videos will help us to extract important entities and understand the relationship. So this is what named entity recognition. Summarization is the technique where we can generate summaries of the video content using some extra summarization technique. So this such summarization can provide concise abstract or synopsis of the video content. That is for summarization. And language translation is, for example, mostly suppose if the video is in a language which we don't know, then what we can do, we can go for language translation and translate the video titles, so that the video audio present in the video are displayed as a subtitle. So that is what we call language translation. So translate, this language translation translate video titles or descriptions and commands into a language that what we prefer, using some language translation model. So these are some of the analysis which we could perform after extracting features from the YouTube commands. Not only from YouTube commands, from any social media, but what I took here is YouTube commands. So now let me move on to the demo of how to scrap YouTube video. So is my collab screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you have any doubt till this point, or if you want to add anything to what I've discussed, you can have it for now. If anybody wanted to convey any additional information, do not have any doubts. If you want to add few information to what we have discussed so far, you can share it now. Shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I have taken, or what I did here is, I'm going to take a YouTube video. I'll just say what is that video. So this video is about
API course is
Actually,
taught by Sanjeev Thiagarajan. He is an excellent teacher and has
so
taught many
why
popular
you take
courses.
this
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
video?
I just wanted to welcome you to
Video
my
is about
Python API
Python
development course.
API
So in this
development.
course, I'm going to walk you
I'm
through
going to
building out your
take
very own API in
and
Python.
I'm going to extract
However, keep in
comment
mind, this course is so much more.
I'm going to extract comment from this video what I just now shown. So this is the video about Python API development. So I'm going to extract the features from this video and I'm going to classify it. Okay. So as I told you, there are many web scraping tools such as script.io, scrap.io, and so on, which I have listed earlier. And also we can use beautiful soup or scrappy, and I told you we can write our own code also. Here I have my own code for scrapping the YouTube videos. So this is not very complex. The code is very simple. It is all about some 15 to 20 lines only. So to download the commands from YouTube video, you have to install this YouTube command downloader Python package. Okay, so first install this. If you are doing along with me, I just copy this in the in message box so that you can those are doing can do it along with me. Okay, so you have to install a YouTube command downloader. So to download these commands from the YouTube, you have to install this. You have to give pip install YouTube command downloader. So once after giving this command, you can run the cell so that the YouTube command downloader is downloaded and it is installed into my Python environment. Okay, it is being downloaded. See, it is being downloaded. I've even copied or dropped this command in my chat window. You can copy and paste it in your Google Colab so that the things will be downloaded. So it is successfully installed. Parser YouTube command downloader is installed. Okay, so after install, I'm importing some Python packages like re, it is regular expression. So this I'm using to extract from YouTube video link. I'll show it later where it is, how it is used. And JSON package is used. This is to after downloading after getting the commands from the video, I'm storing it into the proper format for which I'm using then, and this pandas is used to create a data framework so that I'll be exporting the YouTube commands as a Excel or CSV file. Okay, so for the demo purpose, I have taken these three video link, but as of now I'm just utilizing only this video link. This is all about, so generally when you notice YouTube video link, the format would be like this: youtube.be and the name of the video, or it would be like this: youtube video youtube.com watch v is equal to, so this part would be common. After that, this would be the name of the video. See here also, this is the name of the video. So either this format or this format is mostly available. Suppose if we have any other formats other than this, that also we can include in the coding. Okay, because I am scrapping through my program, I am not using any built-in scrapping tool. So from YouTube, after seeing many YouTube, I have found these are the commonly used two patterns in the YouTube comments, YouTube video link, URL links. So that is why I have taken one from this and two from this. But for demo, I've used only one because it will take long time to extract, because the video may be for half an hour or maybe for 15 minutes. So it may take long time to extract the commands. That is why in order to reduce that time, I've just taken like this. Okay, so now I'm creating or I'm defining one Python function video ID separator, which means this is the video, ID is this. This I want to separate, I mean I want to extract from this. So I'm creating an empty list. I'm creating an empty list. See here, this function, for this function YouTube separator, ID separator, I am passing YouTube video list, which is nothing but this list. Here I have 3, but I have commented the other 2. I'm just, as of now, the list contain only one video link. So which is present in this YouTube video list argument. Okay. Then as of now, this contains only one item. Okay. Then the empty list is created, and I start a for loop for item in YouTube video list, for each item in YouTube video list, which is nothing but the list of video links. So as of now, I have only one list. What I'm trying to do is RE is regular expression. To use this search method, I've imported RE here. That's all. I've imported RE here. Okay. Then so for you're taking the first link and you are searching youtube.be in this. What the reason for doing this is, say, actually for any YouTube video link of this pattern, this will be common. What I have highlighted will be common. Only thing is, this is the this part is the so this part is the video name of the video. So you have to remove this portion. So you have to remove this portion. You have to remove this portion, and you have to extract only starting from 0s OVC. So for which I am just splitting the YouTube video list, because contains double slash and there is a single slash here. Okay, so I am splitting based on single slash. Okay, so I cannot, if I split based on double slash, I can split only here, this part and this part separately. But what I want to do, I want to extract this part separately. I want to extract this part separately. So I am searching for slash. So splitting based on the slash. Then after splitting, I am just printing it for debugging purpose. Because it is split like this. HTTPS will be one part, and here there is a space. See here, empty. So slash will be split. This, see, HTTPS colon will be one part. Then there is one empty space. Then YouTube will be there. YouTube.b will be there. Then this will be the fourth element. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 items will be there in the item list. So in which I am extracting third one. Third one means this is 0, and here it is 1, here it is 2, and it is 3. It is 3. So I am extracting only this part and putting it in the list. So initially list 1 was empty. Now list 1 gets this part alone, video name alone. I have one more if, which is to extract the video name from the link of this kind. See, this kind is different. This pattern is different from this pattern. In this pattern, always the video links begin after V equal to. So what I have to do, I have to split here, and I have to split this part to be removed, this part to be removed, and this part alone has to be considered. So this part alone to be considered. This part alone to be considered. So for which what I am doing, I am searching for V is equal to here. Suppose if the pattern is YouTube.be, we use this method, this if condition. Otherwise, if it is www.youtube.com, we use this part. So wherein I split at the space V equal to. So what happens here, V is equal to is that. So what happens when you split, this part would be one first item, and anything after V equal to, this part would be the second item. So in the list, this occupies position 0, this occupies position 1. So I am extracting position 1. So this is, I am repeating for all the items in the YouTube video list. But please remember, in our example, as I have commented the other YouTube videos, I am having only one item in the list. So after the for loop, now I have extracted only the video part of the video ID of the particular YouTube link. Next, what I am trying to do is from that video ID, I want to download the comments, which is very simple, for which I am writing this function. See, I have highlighted the function. See the function. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. So this is the function which I am going to use for downloading the YouTube commands from the video. So what I did is the list is passed. So here the list is written. I've called this function the below. I'll show it later, but I'm passing the list to this command download for each item in the list. As in our example, I have only one item. Only one item. See, actually, I was told to leave by 11 o'clock for a short break. Organizers, shall I stop here or?
Yes, ma'am. After break, we'll continue, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Your willingness to share your knowledge enriches our discussion and enhances our learning experience. Participants, there will be a short break for now, and the session is about to resume by 11:15.
Thank you, ma. Ma'am, shall we resume?
Yes, ma'am. Participants, the session is about to resume, so kindly make sure you're connected.
I hope my screen is visible. So before break, we were discussing about how to extract the video ID.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, the screen is not visible, ma'am.
Screen is not visible. Okay. I'll stop sharing. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before break, we have seen how to extract the video ID part of your YouTube video link. So after having extracted, let us see how to download the comments from the extracted video. So for which I'm passing the list of video to this command download function for each video ID. As of now, we have only one video ID. So this will be executed once. I'm just printing that item as a debugging statement. Then I'm using this YouTube command downloader package, which we have downloaded initially. So as I hope you remember, initially we have downloaded this YouTube command downloader. So we are using that package to extract comments from the YouTube video ID. So this is the keyword hyphen YouTube ID. Item is nothing but the name of the video ID, which we obtained from this list. That is item. As of now, the video ID in our example is this. This would be the video ID. What I have highlighted, this 0SOVCW. So that is what the video ID. So that video ID is used to mention here. So you are saying that you want to download the commands from the video ID of this, and you want to output that commands downloaded from the video in the form of JSON. Okay, so output is the keyword or it is a parameter. So from which item, that is the item is nothing but the video ID. See here, I'm using the video ID name itself as the file name into which the commands would be downloaded. Here you can mention any name, but to maintain the coherency, I'm just mentioning the same item. So suppose if the item is X, then the file name would be x.json. In that name, the commands from the YouTube video would be downloaded. So which would be available as a file, which we can see it later. Once we run it, first let me explain the entire program, then I'll run and show. Okay, so once we have extracted the comments from the video, then what I'm trying to do it. So here this would be extracting and put it in the JSON format as a file. Okay, so now I want to it is available as a single file. Now I want to convert that file into a CSV or XLS file so that I can do further analysis, sentiment analysis. So for which I am writing a function called CSV extension. As here I did it in Excel, but it could be done in CSV also. So ID list is the list of ID from which you want to put from the file from which you want to convert it into comments. So I'm creating a data frame. So you all know data frame contains rows and columns. So data frame. So I'm initially creating a empty list so that the comments from the downloaded file, JSON file, will be stored in this fname. Okay. So what I did is for each ID list, I'm taking each command one by one. I'm extracting the this is content plus item dot JSON would be the file name. So for example, here I have mentioned the item is the name of the file. So that item would be present in the ID list. It contains only one as of now for us. So that item dot JSON. So I'm creating a string having this particular pattern. The idea is this is the pattern. It is Actually, slash dot content is nothing but the folder where this JSON file is created. Okay, I'll create and show, then you will understand. Okay, I'm locating the file in this path, the name item.json. Then I'm appending it to fname so that all the, so here I have only one video ID, so I have only one file. If there are three videos, then there'll be three file. All are appended to the fname. Okay, then I'm debugging. Okay, then for each name, each file item.json, what we do is we open the file in read mode as a file, and for each line in that file. Okay, so here I will be having one file, and all the lines will be the comments downloaded from the YouTube video. So I'm taking each line and I'm serializing it to I'm deserializing the JSON string into Python format. So JSON.loads line, this will convert this, it will be available as a JSON object, that is object JavaScript object notation, that is name value pair. It will be present as a name value pair from which I will be extracting only the text part. So I'll extract the text part from this and put it in the list underscore s variable that I am concatenating it to the data frame. So what I did here is I'm creating a empty data frame. See, I'm creating here a empty data frame. That data frame will be populated by extracting the comments from the downloaded JSON file. So for which I'm locating the path where the JSON file is present. Usually this is the root folder in this Colab content. So in which I'm locating the file with the name item.json, from which I'm so here this is a single file. I have only one file because I have only one video. Suppose if I have not highlighted, sorry, if I have not commented this, okay, as you can see, if I have not commented this, I will be having three videos. So three videos, then there will be three files. So for getting those files, I'm using a for loop, but here the for loop will be executed only once. So I'm taking the first file name wherein the comments from that file is stored as a JSON object. So I'm loading that line, I'm converting, or I'm extracting the text part of that JSON object into extracting, and I'm putting into the listers. So now listers contain only the comments, because the video the comments downloaded from the video will not only contain the text, the time, and there will be other information. I'll show that information also, in which I'm extracting only the text part. And I'm appending that text part to the data frame so that the data frame will be populated. Then this is my main function where, and I'll call all the three functions which I have defined. See, I showed three functions. This function is to extract the video ID part from the URL, and this function is to download the comments from the video ID, and this function is to convert the comment ID download from the video into data frame. So I'm calling these three functions one after another. See, first I'm calling video ID, which will return the I'm defining a function, final function, wherein I pass YouTube video list, that is passed to the YouTube that is passed as argument to the ID separator, which will separate all the video ID. And in the second command download, that video IDs are passed, which will return. See, this second command download will return. Actually doesn't return anything. Okay, we'll just we can leave it. And third one is, even it is not needed, this part is not needed. Okay, then command download. Then in command and in the csv.ext, we are passing the video ID so that the video will be downloaded JSON file will be used to create a data frame of all the comments. Okay, so this is what this function does. And finally, I'll call this function by passing YouTube video list. Okay, so YouTube video list is the list here, what we have created here. See, this is the YouTube video list. So this is passed as argument to this function, sorry, to this function, final function. Final function calls all the other three function one after another. So at the end of this, I'll be getting the comments download. So first I'll execute this and show, then we will see how to do sentiment analysis. So now I'm just getting this, as you can see here, this will, okay, this is executed. Functions are now executed. And now this will take time. See, there are, I told you, there one, suppose if I split using slash, it will be split into 4 components, of which the third component, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Third component, that would be the video ID. So I have taken the video ID, just I have printed to see whether it is properly executed. So now I'm downloading the YouTube comments from the video ID this. Okay, so let us wait for a few seconds. Okay, now to see all the comments have been, and you have downloaded the comment. There are 2054 comments in that video. It takes around more than 1 minute to download. So hello and thank you, this amazing course. This is the first text that video speaks about. So all these comments are downloaded, totally 2054 comments starting from 0 to 2053. So as I told you, this is downloaded as a JSON file. See, I told you, here we are creating a JSON file. Okay. See, here we are creating a JSON file. As you can see, this part. See this portion. So this is content is of root folder. Sorry. So content is the root folder and item is the video name .json. So you are getting a file in that name. So let us download and see what is there in that file. It's downloaded. Okay, let me open it and see. See, this is the file which is down. Okay, cannot say. I'll just share the screen again. I'll stop sharing the screen. Can you see the Word file where each comment is downloaded like this? Can you all see the Word file?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the first comment, I'll just make it bigger. So this is the first comment, which comment ID, CID, and this is the object name, name value pair. Then ID is the attribute, value, this is the ID, text is the attribute, this is the text, hello, thank you, this is amazing course. I was following the code, but I started having, so this goes up to module as attribute. Can you please show? So up to this is what the text. This portion is the text part of the video, and the time is 1 dag Galadin. Something is given, and author is Mohammed. Some is mentioned, and channel from votes, etc. All the other informations are there. So this is one comment. So this is one comment which we have down. Likewise, all the comments are downloaded from the video. See, this is the entire comment. So as I told you, other than text, other information like ID, the time, author, channel, all other information are also there, from which we have to extract only text part. So that is why we have extracted. Okay, I'll share. So that is why we have extracted text part here. So as I told you, text part. So after extracting the text part, it will be containing the text part alone. So I showed the entire details of each comment, from which we have to extract only the text part, which I've extracted and put it in the list, and that is appended to the data frame, which is not which is not shown here. I'll show how to see the data frame also. So now we have a JSON object which contains all the comments downloaded from the YouTube video. Okay, so I have another set of line. So this is the line wherein I'll be converting the. See, I'm just see. We'll see the DF1. Okay, let us see print DF1. DF1 is the data frame what we have created. See, now you can see only the comment. As you can see here, this is I'm adding as we have seen here. The data frame is created, empty data frame is created, and every comment from the or every text from the comment is added to the data frame. Here I have a statement, just print df1, which print all the comments. Only now I have extracted only the comments part of the text part of the comment. Okay, now what I did is I have created that data frame into an Excel file. See, df1.2excel I have created. See, it is now you can see here. See, data.xlx is created. Initial. Okay, I'll delete it and do it again. I'll delete. Okay, I've deleted data.dlx, but now I run this part. Once I run this, see, just close it and open. Okay, I'll run it again. See, now data file is created at the bottom. It takes sometimes data dot. So now what we did is we have created an Excel file, or it could be a CSV file also. Whatever we want, we can do it. So now I have downloaded that file. I'll show that file also. I'll show this file. So again, I'll stop. I'll share. Pressing something else. Window. Excel. See, now you can see the Excel file of that. Excel file. So this is what my Excel file what I have created. See, now I have only the comments from the video. So hello, thank you. This is amazing course. I was following the code, but I started something comment. The comma makes a tuple. Whatever. It's all about the video. So the video is all about the Python. So the comments have been downloaded. So now I have the comments downloaded from the YouTube. So now I can do a sentiment analysis or whatever I want I can do. Now I'll show how to do sentiment analysis of this. So this so you need to give a name to the attribute. So let me name it as text, text. Okay, text. I'll name this field as a text because I have to refer this comment in the Python code to classify to perform sentiment analysis. So I just name it as text and I'll store this. Okay, I'll store this as say for example data in local, somewhere else in the local file. Okay, in desktop I'll store it as a data file. See what I did now is I'll explain what I did.
Screen is not changing.
You can see the Excel sheet, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll do it again. So what I did is I'll explain again. Okay, I'll present something else. I'll just go here. So what I did here is from the JSON file, we have created a JSON file. I hope you have seen the JSON file. From the JSON file, we have extracted only the text part of each comment in the video and putting it as a data frame. From the data frame, I am creating an Excel file so that I can see only the comments. So in the Word file which I have shown, we have seen all the attributes of a comment, but I have shown the text part. That text part I have extracted and I have stored it in the data.xls, which you can see here, text data.xls. So what I am going to do now is I am going to use it for analyzing the sentiment. Okay, so for which I am importing sentiment intensity analyzer module from Python. Sir, from this class I'm that is NLTK sentiment Vader is a module. Python package from which I am importing this class, sentiment intensity analyzer. Actually, Vader means valence, aware, dictionary, and sentiment reasoner, which is a lexical. See, I've given the meaning also. It's a lexical data set. So Vader is a lexicon rule-based sentiment analysis tool. It is a trained model, something like a model, wherein it has been trained on all the possible text for sentiment analysis. So I'm just using that Vader as a tool for finding the sentiment of the file YouTube video comments which we have downloaded. But this is not only the mechanism, but here the problem is we have downloaded the comments from the YouTube, but we don't know whether the particular comment is like, we don't know the classification, we don't know the sentiment of that particular comment text, whether it is positive, neutral, or negative. But what we have to do, we can manually annotate each text, but it will take long time because there are 2000 in the 1 minute video. Sorry, in this video what we have taken, it was around 2054 comments. Each comment we have to manually annotate. That may be possible, but for the but for more number of videos and if for the lengthy video, this could manual annotation will not be possible. We can go for some automatic annotation tool, or for that reason I have used Vader. Vader is it was actually already it is a sentiment analysis tool, rule-based sentiment analysis, which has been trained on huge collection of data. So I'm using that. Okay, so I'm downloading this Vader lexicon, which contains many lexicals. So which lexicon means tokens. So these tokens are all Vader has been trained on huge collection of tokens. We use that learned in experience of Vader to classify the sentiment of the YouTube comments what we downloaded. So I'm just reading the data.xls. That is data.xls is the file which we have loaded. Now let me one thing I'll do. I'll delete this. The reason why I'm deleting is this contains the text, but the attribute first, the attribute name is not given. As I have shown you already, I've assigned the attribute name as text and stored it in the local drive, which I'll upload here. So desktop, I have data, I'll upload. Okay, I'll close it and upload. Okay, so now I have uploaded. Even you can open it and see. So I will upload it. So double click on it. You can open it and see. It is downloaded here. Okay, no problem. So what I did is it's uploaded now. What I'm doing here is I'm calling the sentiment intensity analyzer function or method of the Vader. I'm just creating an object for this SID. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to iterate all the rows in my data frame. Now you know my data frame contains all the text each text or text from each comment. So which is I am iterating through the data frame row by row. So you are taking the index. So anyway, I'll show the that once again so that you may again recollect present something. So I'll just go window. Okay, 1 minute. I'll open it and I'll show it. So as you can see now, this is my XLS file. So this is the attribute name text, and these are all various comments which you have downloaded. Now we want to classify these, or we want to find the sentiments of these comments. Okay. So now that is what I'm doing here. Mm. So I'm iterating one by one, each row one by one. The index is the index given for each row, starting from 0. I'm extracting the text extra attribute. Each row is present in the row variable, and index corresponding ID, index column number 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 is present in index. So what I did is here is the text part, but it actually this data.xls contains only one attribute, and that itself is text. So I'm extracting that part and converting it into string, putting it in the text variable. Now I'm finding this is important step. SID polarity scores text. For the text, I am creating the polarity scores. That is, polarity is whether it is positive, neutral, or negative, and I'm storing it in the variable sentiment score. Okay. So after that, so I've given explanation for you to better understand. Say, suppose when we create sentiment analyzer, we initialize an instance. So actually, when we give the polarity score is the method of sentiment intensity analyzer, which will take the text as input, returns the dictionary of sentiment score. So sentiment score would be like this: negative sentiment score. Negative means negative sentiment score. Neutral sentiment intensity score. Positive sentiment intensity score, meaning classification. Compound is one class. Compound score, which is normalized weighted composite score. Actually, it ranges from -1 to +1. So based on that compound score, we can classify. Suppose if the compound score is greater than 0.05, it is the sentence is positive. If it is less than -0.05, it is negative. Otherwise, the sentence is taken as a neutral. So the sentiment score function, the polarity score returns the polarity of the text. If it is, it actually returns a value called compound. If the score component, the compound score is 0.05, greater than 0.05 positive, less than -0.05 negative, otherwise it will be neutral. So for each sentence, we find whether the sentence is positive, negative, or neutral. Then we are appending. So what we did is we have our text.data file is data.xls file contain only the text, but we want to say what the text is, neutral, positive, or negative. So for which what I am doing is I am appending the text and the corresponding sentiment score and the sentiment class. Sentiment score is like score what we have calculated, whether it's from this line, from sentiment score. And I'm taking this text and I'm creating like a list wherein I have the text and the corresponding sentiment score and the sentiment class, which is either positive, negative, or neutral. That we get it. So that is present in the list, sentiments.append. So now what I did is that list is now appended as a data frame into sentiments.df. Finally, I convert the data frame into Excel so that we can visualize the results of sentiment analysis. So what I did here is taking each text from the Excel file, finding the sentiment score of each text, and creating a list contain the text, sentiment score, sentiment class, putting that into a data frame, finally converting the data frame into an Excel file so that I can visualize this. So let me now run this and see what happens. So we run from start. Okay, we have run this. So it is run. So now sentiment analysis result file would have been created. See at the bottom we can see sentiment analysis result XLS file is created, as you can see here. Now let me download this, download the file. So it is downloaded. It's downloaded. I'll open and show it. First let me 1 minute. See, now you can see the sentiment analysis of each text, score and the class. See, classes neutral, positive, negative. So based on the Vader lexicon, so this is the score is like I told you, score. If the score is greater than 0.05, then it is positive. If it is less than 0.05, it is negative. Otherwise, between that, it will be treated as a neutral one. So, see, for example, you can see a positive command. This is neutral command. Why this is neutral? Nothing positive, nothing negative. But take here positive. Like it is great. So there is a word called great. So which means that it is a positive. For example, if you take a negative, I couldn't find a way. So there is a negative sentence. So this is why it is a negative. So now I hope you would have seen how. Okay, let me now hide this line, hide this column, so you can see. Okay, sorry, that is also there. Sentiment. Okay, see now you can see the sentiment class of each sentence or each text. So this is how you can find the sentiment, or you can perform sentiment analysis of any social media comment. So I have taken a YouTube video. We have downloaded each comment or each text or audio present in the. Actually, the audio separation is based on certain things. Say, let me just go back to this. Okay, I'll share again. Okay, so based on the length and based on the past, the audio comments from the YouTube video are separated, and we have downloaded those comments into a JSON file. From the JSON file, we have extracted and we have created an Excel file which contain only the text. Then we have analyzed the text of each text comment or text present in each text present in the file, and we have found out what is the sentiment of each text. So this is how you can perform the sentiment analysis of or not only sentiment analysis. Suppose you want to perform summarization or topic modeling, that also you can perform, but you have to use appropriate tools. Here, since I wanted to perform only sentiment analysis, I've used Vader lexicon. You can go for a summarization or any tool. There are many tools available for summarization. We have extraction summary or abstraction summary. Many tools are available. Then based on your requirement, you can do or you can go with particular tool to carry out any NLP task. But this is the very I feel, instead of using like already available web scraping tool or using this scrappy module. I feel it would be better if we write our own scrapping tool from the scratch, so that we will know how our scrapper works. So this is how I've extracted the YouTube comments, and I've downloaded the comments, and this is what I've been using also. I hope you would have got an insight into how you can extract comments from the video, YouTube video. Hope you might have had sessions on extraction of comments from Facebook or Twitter and Instagram. But YouTube is also a popular social media where we will watch many videos. I thought sharing of my idea how to download YouTube comments would be useful. That is why I have handled the session with YouTube. I hope this you would have got some insight into it. If you have any queries, you can ask me now.
Participants, now it is time for you to ask queries and clarify any doubts with the resource person.
You can add your valuable points also. Like there may be, so I don't say that this is the only way, but I feel this is the simplest way we can understand. Suppose if we use any web scraping tool, we may not be knowing what what basically or how does it work behind the scene. But if we write from scratch by ourselves, I feel that could be much more easier to debug. That is why I've written my own comments. You are getting error. What error you are getting? See, make sure that you have added the text attribute to the downloaded data.xls file. So if you have any query, you can ask. You can I've shared the link also to you. You can it's very simple. Just open it in the Colab, and you can choose any video of your choice. Just run. That may be based on the settings in your Colab. There may be little errors you may be getting, which you correct. You can run it. I don't think, because I have used Colab only, so I don't think you will get any error. If you have any error, you contact me, or you can, even you can ask me now. Yeah, I'm ready to clarify it. Gautami, you have raised your hand. Any doubts? So if you have no query, I think to some extent, I would have given you some informative or some information, what I would have given some insights, like how to download YouTube comments and how to work with. I hope so. So somebody has asked about trending research problem that can be solved with the given insights. Okay, the trending research problem, like even though the sentiment analysis has been in the field since long, but there are but still it is there are many scope for the problem. Say for example, you take sentiment analysis itself. You are doing sentiment analysis for a particular product. Like how can we use it for another product? So suppose you have trained a model. So I've used here VADA, but suppose you have trained the model based on the data set what you have collected for your research. Then you want to apply the same model for some other domain. Say you would have collected the data for a product. Now you want to apply it for movie. That is like cross domain or domain like incremental problems, or even class incremental problem is, suppose initially your data set may have 3 classes. Later on you may add few classes, 1 or more classes. Like you are not going for new task. In the same task you are adding new classes. So how do we do this? So that is incremental learning or knowledge transfer. could be recent, or it could be could I think that could add value to your research. Uh, like instead of taking a data set and performing some analysis, behavior analysis or sentiment analysis, what you could plan is you could go for incremental learning or continual learning or knowledge transfer, so that the knowledge learned through one task, how can we use it for some other task? So you can go for task incremental learning or class incremental learning or domain incremental learning. So we have, so that those things are now coming up, as long as this learning is developing sentiment analysis, not only for sentiment analysis, for say for you want to detect abusive comments, or you want to detect hope speech, or you want to detect offensive languages, whatever it is, you do for one language or one data set or for one domain, how can you customize it for some other domain or some other task, etc. That is learning without forgetting. See, you generally when we take when we learn something, and when we want to learn a new thing, as a human being, we would definitely apply what we have learned or what is our knowledge in our previous experience to the current problem. But when it goes to the machine, you have trained a machine, you have trained a model which on one data set. But when you retrain the model on a new data set, you'll forget what it has learned in the previous data set. But you don't want the forgetting to happen. You want to learn without forgetting. So learning without forgetting or continual learning, incremental learning. So such kind of learning are, as far as research is concerned, are coming up. So you could find only very few papers. Actually, I've been working on that. My students are working on continual learning and incremental learning only. I hope I would have answered your question. Any other question? Any other question you would like to ask?
Ma'am, there is a question in the chat box.
Yeah, what is it possible to deal with individual comments? Is it, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is what I did. I have taken comments. We have downloaded the comments into JSON format. I showed you now a Word file wherein we have each comment separately. So we can search for certain comments and you can fetch those comments also. But what I did is I have collected the text part of all the comments. Or you can use some filter. You convert into Excel file all the comments into Excel file. Then you can use some filters, extract or regular expressions, so that you can extract the comments containing particular keywords also. That is also possible. Any other queries?
Thank you, ma'am. It was such an insightful and engaging session. It was truly enlightening. Participants, the feedback form link has been posted in the chat box. Please take a moment to provide your valuable feedback. Finally, we have come to the end of today's session. We extend gratitude to the organizing team whose dedication and meticulous planning have made this event possible. We would like to thank our esteemed resource person, Dr. S. Malliga ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We are truly grateful for your expertise, dedication, and the valuable insights you have shared with us today. We would like to thank the distinguished faculties and researchers. Your presence enriches this program with diverse perspectives and valuable contribution. Thank you all for being part of this exciting journey. Let us embark on this week with enthusiasm and a shared commitment to academic excellence and discovery. Participants, let's meet in the next session tomorrow by 10 a.m. Thank you.
So I would like to thank all the participants and organizers, especially my supervisor, Dr. Tamilarisi ma'am, for having given me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you all. So
Thank you,
somebody
ma'am.
asked me my mail ID. I've dropped in the chat window. So please contact me via my mail ID. Somebody has asked me my LinkedIn. You can search in LinkedIn, but I've posted my mail ID. You can contact me through that mail ID. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.